Hello everyone, and welcome back to VTuber Skitty Plays Canon. Last episode, well, oh my, if it ain't Yoichi-san. Oh, Yoichi's on it, booby. I am a pirate, apparently from Birmingham. What in the blazes? Isn't that someone coming now? There is indeed a young man wearing a Chavero tracksuit emerging from a school. Got away his own life, little pumpkin. This is the end of the game. You gotta be in and alive. The teacher. Now to attack you, idiot. You were gonna touch me. Blade presses into my skin. No, I wasn't. Sunday, January the 17th. Didn't skip much. Okay. It's morning. I yawn involuntarily as I survey the sunlit room. Free morning at last. I can scarcely believe the night which has just passed did so uneventfully. Given Makoto's past record, maybe she's finally learned a lesson, the dumb pig. Maybe she realized how much trouble her behavior was causing. How many people? Maybe she's realized how little she was getting out of it. Maybe I should get up and stop masturbating. For the first time in ages, a truly quiet morning. I even feel refreshed. Dress and leave the bride room. Maybe this will be a good restful Sunday. So I pray. In Birmingham, the corridor's just as quiet. Given the time, Naoki's certainly still in dreamland. Having awoken myself fully by splashing my face in the bathroom sink, I get down for breakfast. Good morning, Yoichi. She smiles at me as though she's been expecting me to appear at the very moment. Good morning, Auntie. You're up early again. One could say the same about you. But take my side, she fills up my cup with a freshly brewed tea. What the fluff are you doing here? We've been locked out of your route already. Fluff off, are you? What the fluff? Can I have some tea, please, Yu-Gi-Oh? Here you go, you fat little pig. I was right not to rig Naoki, I take it. I didn't think you could have, even if you tried. Yu-Gi-Oh, the tea's hot. Oh dear, you did say you had a sensitive tongue. Didn't you, little one? Hang on, I'll get you some cold water. What about McHugh without a dumb pig? I think she's still in bed too. Yu-Gi-Oh, my tongue hurts. I'll wake up after breakfast. Please do. Drinking water doesn't stop it from stinging, Yugi. Shut up, Hayu. No thanks. I apply my chopsticks to the breakfast that appears before me. Meal progresses in silence. That was delicious. Mine was nice too, Yugi. Well, I guess I'll head back to my room for now to masturbate. I stand up, scraping my chair backwards. I leave the din-din. Yugi, meanie. Must have looked convincing because I cracks at last. Are you? Goodness, when did you come in? We looked at you, you shouldn't be here. I've been here all along, meanie. Oh, I'm so sorry. I honestly generally didn't notice you. Yugi. No Satan's Operation Ignore are you in Kush defeat. So why are you eating our food again, you freeloading slave? I invited her again. She's not been kidnapped by a white truck this time. For some reason. Butterfly effect. My auntie reappears from the kitchen, where she was putting away breakfast things. You were hanging around Miss Neighbor again. Not being kidnapped by my van yet. We happened to meet in the street, Yugi. The more the merrier. And yes. Still waking up to find a girl. One's own age at the dining table is supposed to be a precious experience, isn't it? Maybe it would be if she looked my age and not like a little toddler. Yuigi, what are you doing today, Yugi? Pays a rather random answer. I'm going to be working hard, tempted to my own bonsai.
Yuichi, what do you think you're gonna do today?
I was just gonna hang here, probably spend the day working on my bonsai.
Oh, come on, Yuichi.
Yugi, that's too bad. Losing a Sunday to hard work. I'm doing the puffy face. Don't think we've seen this sprite from Ayu before. Looks new. She didn't believe me, did she? Then I'm keeping a journal about caring for wonderful flower, the genius hydrangeas. I think that's how it's pronounced, hydrangeas. And as an ornamental plant and used in certain perfumes. Is that your homework? Wow, technology! Does anyone get that sort of homework, you dumb slave? Maybe in primary school. But she doesn't look like she belongs in primary school. Anyway, I was planning on taking it Ace's Day. I see. That's too bad, Yugi. Why is that? I thought you might come and play with me, Yugi. What about your flippin' lost item? Go find it. You're ready to stop disappointed. It's Sunday. You've got to play, Yugi. We can play Gaia's Melody. Echoed Melodies. The hopes, but not with you, Perhaps, but not with you, are you? Where do I think I can? I don't like you. If you can't, I guess I can't be helped, Yugi. It's not exactly that I can't. More that, for some reason, I just don't want to. Because a floating cat girl in the bottom corner is forcing me not to. Sorry, you dumb slave. That's okay. I guess I'm a bit busy by myself. I'm still looking for the thing I lost, by the way. You remember that plot point? She nods repeatedly, as though trying to convince herself that it's okay. As she rises. Bye-bye, Yuichi. Shut up. And departs her path with flustered feet and wings. Yuichi. Bernardi approaches with a critical eye. In Birmingham. All she wanted was to invite you to the movies. You really are an asshole. The movies? I gave her a couple of tickets before you got up. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of you. I feel bad. Flippin' Yuichi being an asshole. And she said she would ask you to go with her. She could hardly wait for you to come downstairs. You an asshole. Now that she mentions it, do you recall how you seemed to have finished at breakfast long before I got up? Maybe I was a little creep to be an ass. You think? I think you better try to make it up to her, hadn't you? I suppose so. After I've gone masturbate. Oh no. Yawning berry line. Nyayiki staggers in. Was that a visitor? Sort of. Oh no. Nato. Fermented soybeans, we did this already. We did this one literally an episode or two ago. The reason she mentions Nato is that she's stirring some with her chopsticks. Gloop. Looking back at Nayuki as she's just playing with her food, pulling the natto into threads. As though she was well over half asleep. In it, fam. Breakfast being over. Past the morning masturbating in my bedroom. Valley Girl daily are sufficient to keep me absorbed until noon. Yuichi, lunchtime, master. Nike's dumb dog voice flows from below. Clap the page shut and follow it downstairs. Huh? What's wrong, master? Did you like the ramen? It's not that. Is my girl still asleep? Looks like it. Auntie appears. Carry my portion. Naruto. The enemy. Slices of fish cake with cripple edges and pink swells. Don't stir it like that. You'll get soaked in. Wow. Really? I'll eat it for you. Wait. In one swift movement, I snatched a swather Naruto from between her chopsticks. Yuichi, rue your manners. You can talk. Play me your food like that, you disgusting dog. I was only looking at it. I was only eating it. Eat your own. Please, sir, can I have some more? Play with your own then. Wow, it was my own. Don't worry, there's plenty. Would you like some more? You've got lots of flipping blonde-haired anime boy. If the lunch, I'll leave Naoki to help clear away the dishes. Don't worry, your time Mikado's room is noticeably quiet. She really should have got up by now. Dumb pig. Just 'cause it's Sunday doesn't mean you can sleep in all day. I tried kicking the door down and shouting, but without results. I remember how red her face was last night. But she was uneasily quiet too. She has fever is then full, and though she's seriously ill now. Suddenly apprehensive. We throw open the door. Oi, Muka. She's in there. There is the dumb pig. She's left the room just as it was, a mess. I lift the forward futon and peer underneath, so she could have hid there without leaving a telltale porch. Doesn't take long to establish that she can't. Has she gone shopping again? Happy cried happy not to see a stupid face again. She's probably about to reappear with a mountain of mango and Pokemon. But if that's the way things are, we're definitely gonna have a talk on how guests ought to behave. Fluff off, Yuichi. You're really peeving me off. Mikoto doesn't deserve this slander. I close the door again on the cluttered stupid mess. I return to my room and masturbating to Valley Girl daily. Night's curtains begin. Descend as I finished Valley Girl daily. Tonight seems even colder than usual. Walking barefoot along the Arctic corridor even leaves my bedroom seems dangerous exercise. Except, I know there's someone else out there. An equally cold corridor. Knowing that, can I think only for myself? You're not thinking of Mikoto though. He's out there in the cold right now. Flipping ass. Knowing that, don't I have to go out too? I do. And buy some flipping food from the flipping gas station and then head to school. Oi, my. When I think of the school at night, I think of my. Her image is burned into my mind. Her absent from the scene, this fall froze me slightly. Huh? My, where the heck are you? I would never have thought that the school, returning to its natural silent state, could feel so empty. Everything around me feels as though it's been untouched for years. Instead of school where an ancient long abandoned. My, where the heck are you? My, I've got your dinner. Come eat like a good girl. Stupid, is she a dog or a cat? And you come in and bang her on a dish? Funny I should say that. Where's my food, Yoichi? She appears at the foot of the stairs as though she's taken them at one jump. Silently she approaches. What are you, dog? Just like Naoki? Whips, maybe that didn't quite come out the way I wanted to. Well, whatever, suit. Din-dins. She nods. Today is Dongo. From the gas station as usual. Irish gas stations in England did flipping dongos. Do you like dongo? I don't mind them. Thought so. She just seemed to have a tendency not to mind Japanese food. She's fond of sushi and natto too. Evidently a fan of traditional school, pure Japanese cuisine. Here you go. Give the lion's share. As usual, 3 of the 5 sticks. I am Gorsi, Dango Songnail.
Dango.
The effects is rather odd. Like a samurai visiting your tea house. I am unlit. Huh? Mine lifts a stick to her mouth and sucks in the dongo. The unwanted stick she hurls at my right cheek. Little races by, almost scraping my skin. As it passes, I hear a rumbling in the ground behind me. Mai slams one hand onto my shoulder and kicks off on the ground. I take on a rate briefly as her flipping body flips around, scraping the ceiling. Taking her sword back in both hands and pulls it up around her vertical. Then with her Russian hat falling off, strings it down with all her might. The shock of the impact reaches my face, as though the floor was rippling. I'm frozen in the spot, but Mai just calmly glances back at me. Voi. Don't talk with your mouth full, you rude Russian girl. It appears she felt the need to wield her sword two-handed, but couldn't bring herself to discard her dongo. She hadn't the time. Just swallowed what was already stuck in her mouth. And deduce now she has 12 dongos stuffed in there. The big dongo family. Her cheek is certainly bulging, just like my pants. It's obviously going to be a while before she can talk again. Still judging by relaxed behaviour, the coyote demon is no longer in her vicinity. Deduced that what she tried to say just now was something like, "Got away." I'd bad into my own dongo, which I almost forgotten about with away excitement. By the time I finished, Ma's mouth is finally showing signs of emptying. It got away. I guess that's what you were gonna say, even in the exact same accent. Oh. It's gone in. For Neo. I see. so we can lay you a day for tonight then. Let's go on a date. I promise not to cop a feel this time. We're both free. How about we drop in somewhere before we get home? I ever see new areas beginning to get a bit dull, you know. I'd like to have a chance to talk to her, someplace where we can sit down and relax. You know, I'm off. So like, bye. Mine just nods as I head out tonight without further ado. I'm back, I guess. Step back into the warmth and relax. But I can't stop thinking of mine, probably still there by herself. In the unheated school. Maybe she doesn't feel the cold. She is from Russia after all. But even allowing for variations in the visual perception, freezing cold is still freezing cold. This is the coolest of season of the year, you know. So thinking, aching with pity, I travel back up to my room. You know, there care about my character who's outside freezing to death right now, but whatever. Deciding at length to have my warm bath. I take a change of clothes and head for the bathroom. On my way back after as I pause again outside my character's room. She isn't back. She's been gone all day. But wait, there's someone coming upstairs now. Oh, it's you, Yuichi. His auntie. She's on a pile of clean linen. Makoto's. That's right. Excuse me, please. Step aside the letter into Makoto's room. The message side is gone. The scatter of the books are gone. Presumably earlier today by Auntie. He's kneeling in there now, folding the sheets. Her memory must have came back. Fluff off, Yuichi. I suppose so. Not expected to come back anyway, though. If I had to collect what is manga, she's dead. There she does, unexplained to her. Shut up, Yuichi. Can give her a goodbye meal. She's dead. She's frozen to death. Having nothing else to say, I decide to leave. Anyway, I'm going to masturbate to the thoughts of Makoto being dead. Sleep well. You too, auntie. Monday, January the 18th. No one in. Woken up by the usual Catalan plot. Grab a bit. I turned to the window, shielding my eyes from the blinding morning sun. It's the usual snowy saying. At least the river looks mild. Naoki, it's time to get up, you dumb dog. I hammer on the door, kicking it, smashing it, and breaking a big hole in it till there's a yellow name. Pausing for a response. None comes. Naoki, we've got school today. This is uni. And this time, I have a faint response. Are you awake, Naoki? I'm awake. I'm sure I hear her say that. But I know it too well to believe it. For someone of Naoki's skills, merely responding in a stupid sleep is trivial. that case, you won't have any trouble answering a few questions, will you? You know. What's 25 plus 7? 32. What's today's date? January the 18th. What's your measurements? Rest, Edith. The measurements is in centimeters. 83 cm is about 32. 32 what? Think I'm at 24, eh? So maybe it's 32, eh? Nike has bigger press size than me. Well, what? I hear a thump within something hitting the floor. Luigi, what on earth are you asking me? Just testing whether you were really awake. Oh. See you downstairs, you dumb dog. Okay. I splashed my face in the sink and then I head to the dining room for breakfast. Good morning, Yuichi. My aunt glates me as usual as he prepares the food. The table already contains salad jars. It contains salad and jars of jam, peeled boiled eggs, and the like, all neatly arranged. If Nayuki's stories are to be believed, Auntie has always done the majority of the cleaning and the laundry too. Nice weather again today. She lays a plate of toast before me. What time did this woman get up? Like a daughter, I've never seen Auntie look sleepy at all. Not even when she's been woken in the middle of the flipping night. Good morning. Nayuki makes her entrance, clutching her head. That looks tender. What happened? I fell out of bed, Mummy. Clumsy of you. If now you can give me a look that could congeal butter. I bite into my toast, on which butter has conveniently already been melted. It was your fault. Asking me strange things all of a sudden. Strange things? Yeah, I was just asking your daughter what her breast size is. Oh, nothing. Wah. I see. She disappears into the kitchen, grinning. I wasn't expecting you to answer. I nearly didn't. Do you want me to rake you up that way tomorrow too? No way. You better tell me now then, you dumb dog, so I won't have to ask again. That's not the sort of thing you just tell people. Surely you can tell me I'm your cousin. You're a boy and I'm a girl. It'll be embarrassing. Come on down, you stupid dog. I was only joking. It's not like I was desperate to find out anyway. But I'm a bit surprised to learn that Nayuki views our relationship in a boy/girl terms instead of cousin. Given her usual behaviour, I wouldn't have thought she had noticed. She probably thought I What does a girl to? Well, what is it, master? Your forehead's all red. You look like a flipping pimple. That's your fault. Never really thought about it till now, but our relationship is actually quite unusual. Cousins. Childhood friends. Classmates. Going from Berlin to America now. Living together. And that was glorious. She clamps her hands together. There's nothing like a strawberry jam to get the day off to a good start. What's the time? We've got ages. That's because I finally found a way to get you up. The very, what's the word? Juxtaposition? The juxtaposition between Makoto's route and then Mai's route. Mai's route so far seems like just continuing the common route, because we had Aya show up, and now we've got these mornings with Naoki and talking about being late and stuff to school. He would even stop eating breakfast with Naoki in the mornings and going to school with her. And Aya didn't show up again until the end. So it's just very weird. Very juxtaposition-y. Don't you dare use that again. She snaps, standing up. I do rise and remove out onto the wall. We show up noisily and rush our doors. When our haste is unnecessary today, we may actually have time to spare. The habit by now is ingrained. Either way, does one want to stay at home all day? What a question Mrs. caught my interest in Naoki walking beside me. Of course not. She goes to work like everyone else. She has a job. When? Now we're at school, of course. I say, it's obvious she can't just be a housewife. We're all starved. True. Didn't think on that. So what does he do anyway? Her job? Duh. You do know, don't you? No, I haven't the faintest idea. Seriously? Yep. Audie's job. It interests me simply because I can't imagine what it might be. Why did you ask her yourself, Master? Good idea. I nod vaguely and we continue through the snow towards school. The streets around us beginning to collect over groups of students. Wearing the same uniform as Ray do. And today, once again, I see two familiar figures ahead of us. Sorry, but do for you, go on ahead, again by yourself, you loser. No problem. She wants up already even asking why. It's a bit hard on her, perhaps. I just feel it's not time for a word to make my yet. Morning, you two. I wasn't behind him and smack him in the head. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh man, you're right, you saying. Good morning, little pumpkin. Sayori's smile as always. As usual, Ma's face is as blank as a no mask. God, Can't even tell whether she's pleased to see me or not. Probably not, because they don't have food. Could probably run past her naked, and she would still wouldn't change her expression. Why, I've bought plenty of lunch today, little pumpkin. Sayori, seeing my introspective look, hastens to recur into conversation. Say, y'all can have as much as you like. Really? I'm really sorry for always taking things from you. Ah ha 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 ha. Not at all, little pumpkin. Just having your company makes up for all the diet. Even her words are full on us. Sayori is a woman to satisfy any man's dreams. Ma's been having more fun too. She's had someone to fight for the Okazoo. Ah ha 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 ha. Isn't that right, man? And why, for dream, read nightmare. Honey bear. Wah, Mai said something cute. Sayori, we need Sekihan. Rice steamed with Hazuki, the sweet being used in taiyaki filling, made on festival occasions. I clapped triumphantly. Of course I told her to do that, didn't I? Teddy for yes, and Tanuki for no. Oh Maya, I'm sorry. Shall I make Sekihan for tomorrow's lunch, your Aichi's hand? No, that's not what I mean. What y'all like something with honey in there, Maya? No. I that understand. This would really be improving Ma's personality, not until she uses these charming words unconsciously. But it might change the way people perceive her. Since that's Enrique's point, it seems like a reasonable place to start. I called his secret plan there. It wasn't be my popularization campaign in Russia. When lunchtime comes, I gleefully hurry to the usual place. Use this, Mai. We hold out to her. We roll the object I'm carrying. With chopsticks freeze and her eyes flicker between me and it. Come on, open it. She unrolls it. This reveals that as a yellow flag decorated with a silhouette of a child crossing the road, she stares at it. What the fluff? Besides her, Sayori also stops in mid-bite, leaving a trail of fried porn dangling from her lips. Well, in the blazes. Sayori is the first to recover the ability to speak. It's one of those flags they used to stop traffic for when children cross the road. You must have seen them before. Why? Are you asking Mai to be like a traffic warden or something, a lollipop lady? Why, yes, I know what it is, little pumpkin, but what in the blazes is it for? It's for Mai to carry. Why ever shut you down, Ryan? She told me she wanted to try one, so we got her one. Did she? Huh? Did the owl really ask your age for one? Just Mai, as usual, fails to contradict me. Sayori really seems to believe it was her idea. And this is coming from the person who knows her best. Having observed this reaction, I decide not to let Sayori in our secret truth. You can try it on the way home today, Mai. Outside our school. there subtly as set the time and place. She makes no response, but sits staring at the flag, forgetting even to eat. The plan is that the other students at our school will see Mai revered as a devoted to the welfare of society. By exposing the secret love of children, which one caring face hides. She does love them, have decided that for her. If the school has instructed, Mai is present outside the school gate carrying a flag. Unfortunately, there's a rather conspicuous absence of children. So she's just standing there holding the flag. Well, crap! She really looks rather silly. This might be counterproductive. The departing students, giving her looks of derision as they pass. Mai! I sprint up to her and punch her in the face. To cut our losses as quickly as possible. Her eyes light on me. The young children. I can say that. So you can put that stupid flag away now. I see. Come on, she must be cold. There's no point in hanging around. Oh. She's not looking at me anymore, but rather along the pavement. What's wrong? An old lady. As she says this, there is indeed an elderly woman standing at the edge of the pavement, reading across the road. So there is. Oi, what are you doing? Mai's gone. Then I see her again beside the old woman. Oi, can you leave her alone? Is she taking my suggestion too far, or she perhaps decided this is really her duty? Whatever the reason, Mai is helping the old woman cross the road. A car approaches and she wields the flag like a sword, waving it threateningly at the driver. That's not how you use it. But as the first action comes to her at a time like this, in other words, she's just very awkward when it comes to displaying her true kindness and consideration. But I guess I needn't worry too much if I can find her a better plan. If I put in her a better situation, the truth will have to shine out. At least it's clear enough that she has good points. Even if nobody but Sayori and I have gotten close enough to Mai to see them. Watching her return like a soldier from the field, I can nearly sigh in frustration. We have to come up with a better plan, or I'll never be able to help her. I head back to the classroom for my bike. On the way, I and Kat and Ayuki heading for a club. How nice timing! Well, what do you want to master? Tell me, can you think of a way to make a girl look like a girl? I don't have the faintest idea what you mean. Just what I said. How to make a gorilla-like girl look cute? Does she look like a gorilla? No, not really. She's Russian. Is she pretty then? Well, above below average sort of thing. That's quite a subtle distinction. See, if you can think of something anyway. Yeah, for sure. You seem unusually interested in this. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. Her smile has a nasty edge to it, as though there's something she's hiding from me. You are jumping to conclusions here, are you? Me? Of course not. Really? Anyway, see what you can come up with. Oh, for example, she's looking towards the wall, as a notice board. To be precise. What about going to that? That? What do you mean? That. I follow her finger to the poster she's indicating. Indicating? Whatever. The title is School Ball 99. Yes, canon is that old. It was first released on the PC of June 4, 1999. And released on the Dreamcast, PlayStation 2 and PSP later. The Student Council organizes a ball every year. It's a school tradition. That uniform and now a ball. Some of the traditions here are positively medieval. I wonder if that's the event that Yuichi mentioned in Makoto's route. Because remember how you mentioned to Makoto that the school was holding like a special event that they do, but he wasn't going? So he was able to spend time with Makoto? I think it was around this time too. I'll have to double check when it actually happened. I'll let you guys know. In editing. I've never gone to one, so I don't really know what sort of event it is. She says he's heading for the main door. And adds, I'll see if I can think of anything else, but I don't count on it. I pull a poster from the notice board, then I start looking for Ma, who I'm certain is still here. Look at this, you dummy. Finding her in a ground floor corridor, I hold the stolen notice in front of her face. Oh man, and lately, what is it about, little pumpkin? Can't see. Too close. Our school's traditional ball. Oh my, yes. The one that's there in Castle Wales, it happens around this time every year. Can't see. Too close. So I gather. So, what about it, little pumpkin? How's going? What in the blazes? Are you really, Ma? Mai takes a step backward and begins to read the poster. Of course she is. Would you mind? I answer firmly and slightly hastily, before she can deny it. Oh wow, everybody will be surprised to see you there, Maya. Are you coming too, Sayori? Goodness, no. I don't have a thing to wear, little pumpkin. I don't either. I'd like her to see you in a ball dress. Why, I'm sorry I wouldn't. Those things don't suit ordinary girls like me. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't have dress. Surely not. I'm sure it would suit you better than mine. Why, it's nice of you to say so, little pumpkin, but I really can't match your figure. Still, I must say, I didn't even know she had a ball dress. I don't have dress. Oh, man, surely you have. I don't. Oh, man, but you said you were going. Whatever about you way, little pumpkin. I didn't say. Sounds like she has a problem. But fear not, I shall arrange everything. Me, Yuichi from Birmingham. I enter her tastily before she can even approach denial. But I'm bluffing. Looks like this plan wasn't foolproof after all. How on earth am I going to get at the dress? In just 2 days at that. It was on the 20th. Oh man, do you really know where you can get a dress, Yuichi saying? To be perfectly honest, I don't know for certain. I pondered the possibilities. To get her a dress as a wardrobe, but no one plausible floor-tied blah blah blah. But no one plausible idea presents itself. Eventually, 8 o'clock passes. Pull myself up out of bed, yank my coat of the chair, and throw it on my head and head in the cold. Find her armed as usual in the corridor. Oi my! Looks like the battle has not yet begun tonight. The sword is lowered, and she is watching intently. They approach, bearing the usual plastic bag. Is this a good time? What for? Do you have time to have a bite to eat? Or are they about to be attacked like yesterday? Dunno. Fair enough, I guess. You wouldn't be staying here all night if you did. I rummaged into the bag and produced an ice feed. Good cake tonight. Thought we could have a tea. Thought we could have tea and cake. Do you like cake? I don't mind it. Of course, you're a girl. I expect you love sweet things. Do you want strawberry shortcake or Mont Blanc? The type of cake consisting of something sponge, based piped with cream and topped with chestnut-based paste. Mont Blanc. Thought so. Sounds Russian. It strikes me as inclined to choose chestnuts over strawberries. Take the Mont Blanc cake from its case and throw it at her. She bites the end of it. Not a good move. This kind of thing is definitely best eaten with a fork. Some of the cream Richard was decorated with now decorates Mine's little lips and nose and face. You've got it on your nose. She continues to eat. Evidently her creamy nose is low on her list of things she cares about. Probably gonna stay there till I remove it for her with my tongue. Or you know what, my shortcake and put it in my half. Maya's holding out a hand to me. What, you want this as well, you greedy pig? My foot is blood. Oh, you want a drink? Too bad. Oi, be careful, Molly. Nick. Replied early woman. Nick up, she speeds off. She skids around the corner and disappears. Can only stand the rate. A shrill metallic sound fills the air as Maya skids into view at the end of the hall, as they were hurled backwards. Then she turns backwards and hurries up. Well? Hick! I see I give up this trouble and she pops in nearby the stream. She emerges ripe in her mouth. My! But she only glances at me and then, turning on her heels, is off again, leaning forward for speed. She bounds away down the corridor and leaps out of sight. This time when she rebounds, her blade is flashing around. As the echoes die away, she straightens up reluctant and walks back this way. What happened? It got away. I see. Given all the problems she's had tonight, I needn't really have asked. Mai's not a very good demon hunter, is she? She's only killed one coyote demon. Because when we first met her. When we first met her, she killed a coyote demon. Every other coyote demon keeps getting away. I'm hindering her. I mean, you are hindering her. I'm not helping, am I? It just seems you've been finding it harder since I started showing up. So it's your fault she's a bad demon hunter. She would have gotten rid of all the coyote demons if it wasn't for you. I see. Might have to go into battle choking this time thanks to my silly choice of cake. And obviously it all went wrong. Because she had to break off halfway and run to the bathroom for a drink. Probably not. She replies curtly. I thought so. Maya doesn't give it about to be beating around the bush. So it can be pretty certain that she says I'm hindering her. She really thinks that. I'm disheartened. Thought I was doing her a favour by showing up and she... Thought I was doing her a favour by showing up. She said gonna talk me, she was a waste of time. Maya wasn't really relying on me. Thought she was lonely. But company was the last thing she wanted. Given that the only reason I came was that I thought I might be of some use. And I've been told I'm in fact just getting in the way. My only reason for being here is basically gone. But I do not mind. What? What did he just say? I do not mind. Bring me food. It's okay. She nods. You mean you'd like me to come again? Every day? These responses fill me with relief. Just when I thought our relationship had come to an end, my husband rejected me. Knowing this makes me happier than anything. I'm sure a day will come where I do manage to do something other. Nage mavi makfu straight to bed. And chill body Slater warms up for my quilt. Thursday, January the 19th. Things every day after watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to become one of my skittins. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for live streams. And follow me on Blue Sky for updates.
Found a wish star in a candy jar, twinkling bright like a neon guitar, chasing dreams with the moon as my guide. Every step the universe opens,